Chat, the day is upon us. Opus 4.8 is now live. This model just dropped from Anthropic, and boy oh boy, do we have a doozy here. (69.2% on BridgeBench Pro, 74.6% on Agentic terminal coding. This model destroys Opus 4.7. And in this stream, we're going to be testing this out for the next 4 hours. This just dropped. We just shipped out a new update for BridgeSpace. You guys can use code V3 for 50% off. BridgeMind is skyrocketing, and apparently so is Anthropic. Let's go, chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so I have not tested this yet. Opus 4.8. I'm excited to get into it. Let's go. Let's drop a 50 bomb, chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, first test, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head in. Let's go open without agents. All right, let's turn the music down a little bit. Let's get into it. So guys, I mean, this is insane. Let's just make a new Opus 4.8 directory, and let's do this. Let's go to BridgeSpace and let's just create a new workspace here. I wanna CD into desktop. I'm going to CD into Opus 4.8, and we're just going to launch 12 Claude Code agents in this workspace, and we're going to let them rip, chat. Let's go. This is insane, guys. I can't believe that we got this. All right, let me pull up chat real quick. All right, so if you guys didn't know, I don't even think we have an official announcement yet. So we were live for day 184 of Vibe Coin App Until I Make $1 million, and this just like went live. I don't think that we have an official announcement. Does anybody know in the chat if we have an announcement from Anthropic yet? Look at this. Here it is. So 6 minutes ago. Okay, introducing Opus 4.8. It builds on Opus 4.7 with sharper judgment, more honesty about its own progress, and the ability to work independently for longer than its predecessors. Available today at the same price. And it's absolutely incredible, especially on BridgeBench Pro. It saw a huge jump. So I mean, the only explanation to this is that Opus 4.7 was so bad that they had to release it. So let's just put the music on. We're gonna turn on some grind music here, and we're gonna test it out, chat. Hold up. All right. You guys know the drill. First test, first-person shooter. I need you to create a first-person shooter game in a single HTML file that has incredible graphics and UI. It needs to have an RPG and an AR-15, and I need to be able to navigate the map and fight enemies. All right, so we're gonna put it in here. But then also what I wanna do is I do want to actually start testing this on real world projects. So we're gonna do some fun tests. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's how we're gonna organize this. So this is gonna be just like fun tests that we're gonna do here in this workspace, okay? So this workspace is gonna be some fun tests. And then this one is just gonna be BridgeMind, okay? So BridgeMind, for example, what does it look like to create a remotion video? What does it look like to actually code in production with this? First things first, let's just pick up where we left off on BridgeMRR. Let's go over here. And I think I literally was using Codex for this. The only explanation to this drop is that they had to drop it because Opus 4.7 was such a miss. That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense. All right, let's drop in BridgeMRR UI. I need you to launch 2 deep dive agents and do a complete review of the UI of the Bridge MRR homepage and identify ways that you can improve the design. Right now, the design is okay, but it looks a little bit like AI slop. I need you to significantly improve the design of the page. All right, let's see how good it is at UI. I'm gonna submit this. Let's then open up a browser in BridgeSpace. Let's just pull up browser here. Boom, browser. Let's launch 2 new terminals. How's this fun test doing? How fast is it? Whoa, it's super fast. It's only been working 1 minute. How to fast mode 3x? I don't know. Yep, 4.8 is out. Currently, we're on high effort. We'll change it to max. We'll change a couple of these to max for sure. But let's just try out the model. It just dropped in Cursor. Somebody just said, okay, good to know. It's out in Cursor. Is it available in OpenRouter now? Let's see if it's available in OpenRouter. Let's check. It's not in OpenRouter yet. Not in OpenRouter yet. But I'm assuming that it's coming soon. But man, based off of the benchmarks, this looks absolutely incredible. All right, fun tests. This is still working. Let's put it through BridgeBench, guys. But no, it's not available in OpenRouter yet. It's not available in OpenRouter. Somebody said how to use it in the terminal. It's only showing 4.7, so you have to force update to 2.1.154. So if you guys use Claude Code, tell Claude to literally force update to 2.1.154, or Risiesk in the chat, thank you, he said just run Claude install 2.154 and it'll do it. So I would highly recommend that you do that. Let's go over here. I need you to create a single HTML file of a complete website, use best practice design principles, and create a robust website for BridgeMind. Include incredible animations and just a really modern animated design that is techie. You can review bridgemind.ai for reference, but I just want you to create a single HTML file of this website. So we're gonna just see like what are the initial designs of it, just in single HTML. But then we're also gonna put this into real vibe coding workflows on BridgeMind. If you guys are familiar with BridgeMind, let me show you the Stripe dashboard. What we do here, this is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. That's why you guys can see over 1,000 people live right now. But check this out, BridgeMind, you guys can go check it out at bridgemind.ai. But what we have is we have a real SaaS company. Let's just look at the last 3 months. This is fully vibe coded. Current MRR is at $16,209. And over the last 3 months, we've done 54,000 in gross volume. Vibe coding is exploding and it's just getting better. Okay, we do have the results here from the first person shooter test. Let's test it out. Great work. I now need you to give me the URL to the file to test this. All right, so here's our FPS game. It did just get dropped in. And what I'm very interested, what is Ultra Code? What is that? What is Ultra Code? Somebody's saying Ultra Code. What's Ultra Code? All right, so we're gonna see the initial results from this first person shooter game. As you guys know, that's a common test that we do. This one's also doing that. This one over here, we are gonna put it, somebody just said that it is in OpenRouter. Is it? Let's check. Let's check OpenRouter. Yep. Wow, they dropped it with the fast model too. So here it is, Opus 4.8. Wow. Wow, so we can now put this through BridgeBench. Let's do it, guys. Let's put it through BridgeBench. This model just released on OpenRouter. I now want you to put this through BridgeBench. Put it through all of the BridgeBench V2 benchmarks. And as each benchmark finishes, you need to update the BridgeBench UI accordingly so we can see the results. All right, guys, so we're gonna put it through BridgeBench here. Let's go put this in here. BridgeBench UI, BridgeBench, perfect. Allow, boom. All right, there's a new effort level apparently. Hold up, somebody just said that there's a new effort level. Let's check it out. Effort level, I'm not seeing a new effort level. Somebody did say that there is no way fast is 3 times cheaper. Well, of course, wait, fast is 3 times cheaper? Wait, hold up. Wait, Opus 4.7 fast, no way. What? Chat, they literally, Opus 4.7 fast was like hundreds of dollars. This is only double the price. Opus 4.8 fast is only double the price. Are you kidding me? That is insane. That's insane. Wow. All right, hold up. We need to make an X post about Opus 4.8. We're running this through BridgeBench. Let's see the FPS game here. All right. All right, here is our FPS game, Warzone, single file combat. Oh my gosh. No way. What? Are you kidding me? Guys, this is the best result we've ever seen. What? Look at this. Chat, are you guys kidding me? Are you kidding right now? What? Okay, this is the best result we've ever gotten from this. Reloading. Let's check the RPG out. Oh my gosh, look at the RPG. This is insane. Hold up. Hold on, let me pause this. Let me get this out of the way. Oh my gosh, I got splash damage. It even knew splash damage, chat. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is the most insane result that we've ever gotten from this test. This is like an actual video game. What? Oh my gosh. That is insane. All right. This is insane, guys. Okay, this has a ton of potential, guys. This has a ton of potential. Yeah, there was literally recoil. What is ultra code? What is ultra code, guys? Hold up. What is ultra code? So, Opus 4.8. I see Opus 4.8. People are saying try ultra code. I'm not seeing any. Hold on. / ultra code. What is that? Ultra code? I'm not seeing an ultra code. That's crazy. No, that is the best result that we've ever gotten. All right, let's go over to Bridge MRR and let's see if we can actually put this into practice on some of the BridgeMine suite. But that is by far the best that we've ever gotten. I'm not seeing ultra code on the model selector. I'm not seeing it. Would you update Claude Code to the latest version, please? All right, let's see. I think that we're going to have to just drop this in. Wow. No, that is, just so you guys know, we've tried that FPS game many times. No, just say ultra code. Wait, just say ultra code. Oh, ultra code. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, we're going to do it via OpenRouter. Claude Opus 4.8 OpenRouter. Okay. So we are benchmarking this now in BridgeBench. Let's see what we can get. Okay, let me just launch again. Let me launch Claude. And people are saying, okay, ultra code. Ultra code. Effort ultra code. Okay, let's try it. Effort ultra code. Guys, hold on, let's just do effort again. Effort. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, I do have it now. Ultra code. Extra high plus workflows. What? Hold on. All right, whoa! What? Okay, hold up. That is sick. That is so sick. What? What is this? Hold on. Let's make an X post about it. And then let's just use it. Hold on. I'm going to use it. All right, set effort level to ultra code. This looks insane. It literally does like rainbow when you're submitting it. All right, let's do BridgeSpace Tari. I need you to do an in-depth review of the application and identify ways that we can improve the performance of the application. Review the code in complete depth and identify areas where we can improve performance of BridgeSpace across all operating systems. Okay, somebody said test the game on ultra code. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go over here and hold on. We can even do something like this real quick. So this is ultra code. We'll see how long it takes. Also, let's check usage real quick. That's going to be one thing that we're going to want to keep an eye on. It looks like they reset usage. They reset usage. All usage is reset. Yes, all usage is reset. All right, guys, this is crazy. Okay, let's go over to our fun test now. and let's just go grab the same exact prompt, but instead of high, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab this same exact prompt, but instead of high, we're gonna put this in ultra code, okay? So the initial FPS test, we did it with, that was with just high, but now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch the effort level to this new ultra code. All right, hold on, I need to reset this one. Let's launch again. Let's launch Claude again. Show the single HTML file result. I already did. We're gonna do another one though. All right, so effort level, we'll switch to ultra code on this. So this is ultra code. We'll submit the same exact prompt and then say call it FPS game 2.html. Okay, so FPS game 2 HTML. I don't know how much usage this actually uses, but this looks insane. We're testing this on BridgeBench right now. We're about to get the results, but I will just say this. I know that it's only a single HTML file, but guys, this is the best result that we've ever gotten from the FPS game. Like, look at how good, just like literally there's recoil. Like there is, when I'm like, I can blow those up. I mean, this is incredible detail. Now we're gonna test this on a couple things, 100% in 10 minutes. You think so? We'll see. The screenshot tool I use is CleanShot X. But let's go over here and let's see what this one, so this is the ultra code. It says, I have a clear picture, a large mature code base, 126 lines of code front end, 30,000 lines of Rust with substantial prior perf work and solid build configs. The right move is a comprehensive multi-agent workflow, deep finders per subsystem, adversarial verification of each finding, then synthesis into a prioritized cross-OS roadmap. Let me launch it. So this is this ultra code, and when you actually run ultra code, it says like, it says something different. It says like what? Workflows. Hold on, let's launch Claude, and then you can do effort level. And I mean, this looks sick. So if you change the effort level and you change it to ultra code, look at how sick this looks. Extra high plus workflows. What does that mean? Workflows? I guess we're about to find out. But I mean, this looks incredible. Extra ultra code. But guys, I'm gonna be live for like the next 4 hours or so. If you guys haven't already liked the stream, subscribe to BridgeMine, make sure you do so. I'm literally live every single day, vibe coding my way to $1 million. Current ARR is 193,000. I've been vibe coding for over 3.5 years now. Okay, so this is thinking for a while. Let's go back over to our fun test. This one is also thinking. So I'm assuming that this takes a lot longer. Great work. I need you to give me the URL to check it out in the browser. Say use workflows in your prompt. Okay, Dylan just said to say use workflows. Can't access ultra code yet. Is my mic bugging? Hold up. People are saying there's no audio. Hold on. Hello, hello. Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear me. All right. Whoa. Okay. All right. Here is the single HTML file of the remake here of BridgeMind. So this is, remember, this is just a single HTML file. We can't expect much from it because all it can use is HTML. But for an HTML, it's not bad. I don't really like... Okay, everybody says that it's fine. Okay, cool. All right, let's sit down for a minute here. Let's sit down for a minute and like really lock in. Because this is actually looking very, very promising, guys. This is looking very promising. Okay, so let's go back over to BridgeMind. So this one is, okay, look at this. So this is the ultra code. It said 16 deep finders running in parallel, each verifying against the actual code. Now, look at this. So it says 12. If you guys look down here, it says 12 of 16 agents done. Okay, so this is ultra code. This is ultra code, guys. I don't know how much usage this is going to use. If we run out of usage in Claude Code, we'll just buy another ultra plan. It's no problem. So we're going to be going like crazy for the next couple hours. Close and reopen from YT history. GPT 5.6 is out. There's no way. Yeah, that looks crazy. Okay, apparently it only works with Opus 4.8. So this is what it looks like. You can see that it basically, so this is workflows. So wait, let's look at this. So it says review. So there's 3 phases. There's a review phase and then a synthesize phase. Wait, there's a review and then verify and then synthesize phase. So this is Ultra Code. No, I don't delete any tweets. I am very, very surprised that we got Opus 4.8 today. This is very, very surprising. This was not expected. If I say something, I'm not going to delete a tweet. This has shocked everybody, I think. All right, fun tests. We have this one working. So for this one, we're in Ultra Code. We don't have the agents yet that are showing, but it will in a minute. Go check Ultra Code FPS game. It's still working. It's right here. It's right here. All right, I do want to check up on the workspace that was, what was it? It was BridgeMRR. So it was this one here. I do want to I want to check and see what it was able to do with BridgeMRR. So if you guys are unfamiliar with BridgeMRR, this is a new project that we're building. Okay, it failed to start. Why did it fail to start? Let's check. Okay, it's running. Okay, let's open it up in the browser. All right, localhost 3000. Okay, so, all right. The leaderboard of real SaaS revenues. I need you to launch 2 deep dive agents and assist me in improving the styling of the listing pages on BridgeMRR. Also note that I would like you to, hold on, we're not gonna do that. We'll do that in a minute. Do you vibe code using your own vibe coded software? Yes, I do. Yeah, this is BridgeSpace for everybody wondering. So this Ultra Code, look at this. This is the only thing I'm worried about a little bit with Ultra Code is that this is 16 agents that have launched, and I don't know how much usage this is using. Like, let's just check usage right now. So last time we checked, we were at like 6%, and now we are at 14%. So, I mean, it's 16 agents. I do have the $200 20x plan. Where to turn on Ultra Code. So first of all, you have to update to the latest version, and then you're gonna have to, you can then do effort level, and you'll be able to see it. Wow. I am very, very shocked right now, guys. All right, this is still working. All right, BridgeBench is getting run right now. In this agent, we have a bunch of sub-agents that are running. Hold on, let's see this right here. Would you launch sub-agents that will test it on the different benchmarks instead of doing it one at a time? Just launch sub-agents respectively and have one sub-agent run a different benchmark. Yusuf said 14% is too much. I mean, if we run out of usage, I'll just buy another Claude Code plan, 20x, it's no problem. I don't see it in effort on the new version on the Pro plan. Maybe it's only for max plans? I'm not sure. I have a feeling this is what, if only there were more announcements today. Yeah, we're not going to see GPT 5.6 today. All right. Hold on, let me close out of some of these so we can get a better picture. I wonder how fast is it running OpenRouter right now? I don't think it's available yet to see. All right, let's see if we can build out. Hold on, let's go drop in BridgeSpace Tari. I need you to review BridgeSpace Tari, and I need your help in identifying any security vulnerabilities in the application. Launch 2 deep dive agents and scour the application for any security vulnerabilities. If you find any security vulnerabilities, output a constructed view of the vulnerability and how we can fix it, and output all of your findings in an MD file. All right. Anyone saying otherwise is all hype. What do you mean? Oh, I'm getting clowned on for my tweet. This is, I mean, guys, this is, nobody was expecting this to, at least I was not expecting this to actually drop today. Because this is what happened. I mean, they must have dropped this because of how bad Opus 4.7 was. Go check on the FPS game. Okay, let's go over to FPS. It's still not done, guys. I think Ultra Think, it's been thinking for 9 minutes. Ultra Think thinks for a while, guys. Or Ultra Code, sorry. So this is Ultra Code. It does say that the server is up. It looks like we're about to be ready to test this. All right. Dang. All right, this is crazy. Okay, all of these, this is BridgeBench. We're currently running this through BridgeBench right now. Speaking of BridgeBench, let's drop in BridgeBench. I need you to review all local changes that we have not yet committed to GitHub and review them and ensure that the code is polished up and ready to ship to production. All right, we're about to ship this as well. People are saying GPT-6 drop. That's funny. Yo, just joined. What are you working on? Well, first of all, BTF, if you guys are just tuning in, we just had a Frontier model drop. We just had Opus 4.8 drop pretty much out of nowhere. This is incredible. So it's now on OpenRouter. We're benchmarking this inside of BridgeBench right now. Let me make sure that I actually have enough credits to benchmark this. Okay, I'm gonna have to add some credits. I'm gonna add $50 in credits real quick. All right. So let's do this real quick. I'm gonna drop in BridgeSpace. I need you to launch 2 deep dive agents to do an in-depth review of the BridgeSpace in-app browser that uses WebView. Note that we need to do huge performance improvements to this browser. Note that it's a little bit buggy. I want you to review the browser in complete depth and identify any bugs. For example, there's sometimes where I'm unable to click into inputs in the browser. It's a little bit laggy, it's a little bit slow, and I think that there's a lot that we can do to improve it. Would you launch these deep dive agents into a complete in-depth review and come back to me with improvements that we can make to the browser as well as the design tool? Sometimes I also have issues with clicking into the input of the design tool. Do a complete in-depth review and come back to me with your report. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick. Hold on. All right, that's fine. All right, the Ultra thing is only available in... Okay, Ultra Code is only available to Claude Code for enterprise teams and max plans. You are 1,000% gonna need another max plan account. Let's check. Let's check our usage real quick. Hold on, let's check usage. Let's check usage. I mean, 20% used isn't terrible. I mean, how long have I been live? Also, guys, how many likes do we have? If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. BridgeMind is the largest, fastest growing vibe coding community on the internet. Nothing even comes close. That's why we have 1,500 people watching. Hold on, let's check usage. All right, we have 264 likes, 1,500 people watching. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked the stream, let's get to 500 likes, guys. Let's go. All right, go over here. I need you to do an in-depth review of the BridgeMind, BridgeSpace in-app editor. Make sure that users are actually able to do things like put BridgeSpace in autosave so that it properly autosaves all files respectively, or they can save one by one. Review this in complete depth. Also add a header in the file navigator and make it so that users are able to drag and drop particular files in the in-app editor so that they can navigate, similar to how VS Code functions, where they can view multiple files at once. Review this in depth and create a structured plan. Okay, so this is the high effort. I think that Ultra Code is a little bit overkill for some of these tasks, right? Like this one here. Where's the Ultra Code? Where'd Ultra Code go? Did it finish? Is it this one? Wait, which one was running the Ultra Code, guys? All right, the fun test. This one is almost done. It looks like it... Wow, 2,000 lines of code here for this FPS game. The FPS game is almost done. It's got a little bit of a way to go, though. Did the Ultra Code game finish yet? No, not yet. Yeah, not yet, guys. Not yet. It's still working. But, I mean, by far, I mean, from my perspective, I don't think that testing an HTML file or a single HTML file is a great way to test a new model. It's just that visually, it will give you a quick representation of how the file, how the model is able to perform. Here's the FPS game, as you guys can see right here. So if we open this up, you guys can see that it is 2,000 lines long. The FPS game that was produced by High, wow. So the FPS game that was produced by just Opus 4.8 High was 977 lines long. The one that was produced by Opus 4.8 using Ultra Code is 2,000 lines long. So that's actually very, very interesting. Just Mall said, I love your streams, man. I am a solutions architect, but I feel like a kid again when I watch your streams. That's because I love vibe coding. Vibe coding is the future of software development. It changed my life, and it's what I love to do most. Okay. All right. It's being run through BridgeBench right now. Okay. I need you to review the UI of the UI benchmarks page that shows all of the HTML files. Add a search bar that will allow users to be able to search up a particular model. All right, we're gonna build this feature into BridgeBench real quick. Build a game engine with Claude. Yeah, let's run the game real quick. So it's still updating code though. Hold on, let's pause this. I now want you to give me the URL so that I'm able to test the game in a browser. Is it better than GPT 5.5? I've only used it for a few minutes, and guys, you can look at the benchmarks for reference. But look at this. We only started for we've only been streaming for 30 minutes, guys. We're gonna have to go for at least 4 hours to be able to get a good feel for the model. We're gonna have to put it through like actual vibe coding workflows. It's good to test it on games like this. Let's see this game. It looks like this is now ready. All right, let's check it out. All right, so this is the game. Hold up. Let's pull up the one that was created with. So Operation Blackout, and then we have this one here. So then this one was called Warzone. So just for your reference, this was the game that was created with Opus 4.8. This is definitely the best graphics that I've ever seen on one of our first-person shooter games. You have an RPG, you have a AR-15, but let's see what Opus 4.8 with Ultra Code was able to do. Hold on, let's cancel out of these real quick, and let's check this out. Operation Blackout. Okay, so this one has sound effects. The other one didn't have sound effects. I'm unable to sprint in this one. It has a map up there in the top right. Is this able to explode? That doesn't explode. I mean, this is like kind of like a real game though, guys. Like, I don't know where the enemies are though. I see one over here. Whoa, that actually is the animations here are a lot better. Wow. Let's see the RPG. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually like really, really good. Wow. This is the best result we've ever gotten. Wave cleared, resupply. I mean, the sound effects. No, this did a better job, guys. Look, it even has, like, if you look at it's so much detail. Wow. Okay, that is very, very promising in my opinion. Press shift. I don't think shift really did anything. You would think that it would make it so that you sprint, but it doesn't really do it. Yeah, that is super, super impressive. Yeah, the audio was generated. It was generated by the model. That's a lot better. So I'm interested to see what this actually comes back with here now. Wow. It did take 10 minutes. Yeah. Matthew, I would recommend using Zen as your browser since it's great for development and is much less power hungry than Chrome. I do use Comet. All right, right panel editor view. I'm just going to let it do whatever it wants, honestly. So far, I'm seeing, especially just from that test there, that was significantly better than Opus 4.7, guys. Jake Burnett said, this is a big surprise for us. I'm calling it. Mythos is going to be out within the next year. We are on a new frontier for AI. Exciting time to be alive. Yeah, so this is very shocking to me. I've been in this space for 3.5 years. I even said on X, anybody saying that Opus 4.8 is going to drop today is just hyping it because I was just not expecting it to drop today. Like, we were expecting Sonnet 4.8 today. And the fact that this came out today is, like, completely out of nowhere. Okay, great work. I now need you to begin working on updates. Create a structured plan first before proceeding. All right, let's put it in plan mode. Wait, where was the one? Okay, it was this one. So look at this. So this was Ultra Code that I was working with inside of, this was the one that was working on the performance improvements for BridgeSpace, okay? So I basically prompted this, and at the top of my prompt, I basically said, hey, go figure out how you can improve performance, okay? And you guys can see that they're analyzing. 4 of them are analyzing. 4 of them are analyzing. 2 of them are extracting. a lot of them are now verifying whatever that means, and then they're going to synthesize. Wouldn't it be Sonnet 4.7 before 4.8? Well, 4.8 was in the Claude Code leaks. So that's why we thought it was going to be Sonnet 4.8, is because it was all over the Claude Code leaks, was Sonnet 4.8. So we were expecting it. Try tweaking some things. Okay, we'll do. Let's tweak some things. Let's go over to Bridge MRR here. And before we even started this stream, we had an issue. I'm about to show it to you guys here in a second. Hold on, let's kill whatever's running on port 3000. npm run dev. Okay, so let me show this to you guys. Okay, let's do localhost port 3000. Page not found. Whoa, what happened here? Why is this saying now page not found? All right. Super Combo said, "How's it going? I'm staying with X." Yeah, this is an insane day. We were not expecting this, guys. All right, BridgeBench is currently running. We've got a few more tasks to get through. Do we have any results yet in artificial analysis? Does anybody know? Super Combo, do you know? Does BridgeMine have PayG? I don't even know what PayG is. Did you do the Remotion trial yet? Not yet. Let's do a Remotion video. Let's try it out. Okay, I want you to start with phase 1 fixes and make sure that you do not introduce any breaking changes. Man, new models are so fun to get because pretty much you can go back through all of your old code and be able to make updates, and you really do see the difference. Okay, hold up here. Let's do this. I want you to prompt this agent to review the headers that are inside of BridgeSpace terminals, and note that we can remove the auto-generated titles and the name of the workspace in the headers. We can actually just remove that from the headers. Note that when headers launch, instead of naming the terminals, instead, I would like to just name the terminals with actual names that are auto-generated from BridgeSpace. So for example, when new terminal panes are launched, the terminal pane should just be given a human name, either a male or female name, it doesn't matter. But the name should go in the terminal title so that users are able to reference the name. Okay, let's see this. And then this should be able to submit a prompt when BridgeBench. So BridgeBench is currently working right now. So we're about to see some of the UI artifacts come through. What model does your Bridge agent use? It uses Grok. So here is the prompt that was just given. And this is why Bridge is so useful, is because if you guys just saw that, pretty much if you don't want to prompt anymore, like, you don't have to. This agent inside of BridgeSpace is able to do all of the prompting with you, and it has full context of the terminal, it has full context of the code base, and then obviously it has the context of your request. Hold on, what findings? All right, that's fine. All right, what is usage? Let's check usage real quick. Last time we checked, it was 22%. Now it is 42%. Yeah, so it is going up quite a bit. I do have like $16,000 in cursor credits though too. So if we can buy a max plan, if we run out on both max plans, then we can just use, yeah, we'll just use cursor too. We can just rip through. I mean, why don't we just do that? Hold up. Let's just do that. We have so much in cursor that we can just do that. All right, let's pull up cursor here. Hold up. Let's try the fast. All right, is it in cursor? Let's check. All right, so Opus 4.8, and then we do have the fast version, so 2 times more expensive, but significantly faster speed. So this is the expensive Opus 4.8 model. We'll put this to the test. I need you to launch 5 sub-agents that will work together to build out a perfectly crafted remotion video for BridgeSpace. Note that it needs to be high quality, realistic, include BridgeMind logos, be branded BridgeMind, have all of the BridgeMind branding and themes, and it should give an actual representation of how BridgeSpace functions, what it looks like, essentially a digital twin of BridgeSpace. You can review BridgeSpace for reference and then create the perfectly crafted remotion video. All right, yeah, we're gonna token max for a bit. All right, so we're gonna drop in BridgeSpace. I do not want you referencing other remotion videos in the remotion directory, as those videos are garbage. You need to start from complete scratch. All right, and we'll drop in BridgeMind UI. All right, perfect. Just use OpenRouter, 10 times better than this slop. I don't even know what you're saying. All right, let's go. Show the cursor credits to the user. Tell it to use HTML and Canvas for remotion. HTML and Canvas. Hold on, I'll try that. All right, here's Bridge Voice. Hold on, let's actually, hold on. Give me 1 second here. All right, so far, I've got to say, from the HTML tests that we've done, I do like what we're seeing. I think that from this test, this is the best test that we've ever received. Now, we're gonna see here shortly how this actually applies to, you know, real vibe coding workflows and real websites and real products. But I mean, so far what we've seen is very, very impressive. How aggressively should I strip the workplace names? They currently appear in 3 places, the workspace list cards. I only want you to update the headers of the terminals, respectively. Token maxing just means that you're using a lot of tokens. Is Opus 4.8 good or what? I've used it for less than an hour, so the verdict is still out. But so far, what I have seen is that this looks very promising. You think it's slow? Is Ultra Code gone? No, it's not. So look at this. So this is the one that's using Ultra Code. And this is how Ultra Code works. So you guys can see that basically... Wait, is this 81 agents? What? Do you guys see this? Is this running 81 agents? Whoa. Hold up, guys. We definitely want to make an X post about this. Hold on. So, Ultra Code is currently running 81 agents. Look at this. Do you guys see this? So it's running 81 agents in this verify workspace. What? You guys see that? Somebody said it can run hundreds. There goes your 12,000 credits. No, guys, it's not. It's not. Guys, honestly, the usage for what we're doing right now, the usage is not that bad. But I'm just curious as to what this is even going to do. Like, I'm worried that this is going to introduce like a bunch of breaking changes. So you have a analyze phase, extract. People are saying that it's faster. Somebody asked, what software is this? So this is BridgeSpace. So what you guys are looking at, this is the product that's driven BridgeMind to new heights. It does 193K in ARR. I was live today for day 184 of vibe coding app until I make $1 million. If you guys are unfamiliar with BridgeMind, this is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. And I'm on a mission to make $1 million. And currently we're at 193K. But make sure you subscribe and join the Discord if you haven't already. What is Ultra Code? It's new. It's a new effort level. It's a new effort level. All right, I'm about to make this post, so check this out. So basically, Ultra Code is running over 100 Opus 4.8 sub-agents right now. And this is the video. I mean, that's insane. Like, literally, look at that. You've got 100 agents. 100 of them. Look at this, chat. That's insane. Yes, I want you to start on this phase. All right, hold on. Let's X out of this. Yes, I now want you to proceed. Okay, let's go over here. Guys, what do you want to see me do? What's the app for recording the video the same as making the screenshots? It's CleanShot X. Where's the remotion? Hold on, let's pull up Cursor. It's on Cursor. We use Cursor for this. So we're using Opus 4.8 fast here. So let's see how fast this is. It doesn't seem like it's faster than Opus 4.7. Chris, sorry, yeah. Apparently it's promoting the Nightbot event. I didn't turn it off. When will Vibe Academy be released? It'll release soon. It's the biggest priority for me is just BridgeMind right now. Vibe Academy, the software is done and the platform is done. I just need to make the content for it. And that's a completely different thing. Okay, let's check this out here. I mean, this is just incredible. Let's go here. I do want to test this. Hold on. Let's get this started real quick. Let's run npm run dev. All right. This is very, very promising, guys. All right. I need you to build out the test suite for BridgeMRR API. How much money do I spend on AI in one day? I mean, my usage right now, I just have a Claude Max plan. You can get a lot of usage out of this. We're at 56% on this session. We've been live for, what, under an hour? I mean, the rate limits are better than they used to be, but, you know, I need you to create a blog page. Don't add it to the header or anything, but you can create a simple footer in the UI and include the blog there. You can also include the references to the BridgeMind Discord, the BridgeMind X account, and the BridgeMind YouTube channel. Review BridgeMind UI for reference before you update this accordingly in BridgeMRR UI. I mean, yeah, if I run out of limits here, I'll just buy another $200 max plan, no problem. And then I also have $16,000 in Cursor credits, so if not, we'll just use that. We have unlimited AI usage. Ask it to create a Photoshop clone as a website. Car wash test. I think that they all passed the car wash test now. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Let's refresh. Okay, so for example, couldn't load revenue. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So this is a project that we're working on. This is going to go live next week. If we go here, okay, it says this page is not found. Why does it say 404, this page is not found? Note that this should not redirect to the name of the founder. Actually, yeah, it should. Why is this saying 404, page not found? Anthropic announces, yeah, we're going to see BridgeBench here in a second. What happened to Bridge Code? We never launched it. Okay. BridgeSpace took off, so that became the focus because if you guys are looking and wondering what I'm using right now, so this actually is BridgeSpace. It's driven BridgeMind to 193K in ARR. I'll show you guys the Stripe dashboard, but if you guys are watching and you don't think that vibe coding can like work in production settings, you're just wrong. BridgeMind is skyrocketing, 16,309. If you look at the last 3 months, you guys will see plain as day. The 3-month trend looks pretty good. We went from 1,800 in MRR to 16,300 in MRR. So things are looking good for BridgeMind, and not a single line of code for this was written. It's all done by AI. Is Opus 4.8 max good? Yes. So far what we're seeing is that this actually looks promising to me. We have to use it for a few hours to get a really good feel for it. Let's go check up on the Remotion video and see if we have this. Let's go out here. So this is taking a while to run, though, to be honest. And I'm using Opus 4.8 fast here. So this is twice the price. Nice. We did just hit 420 likes. Let's go. Let's move the like goal. Let's get to 500 likes, chat. Let's go. Let's get to 500. So this is still working. I'm surprised at how slow this is for... I mean, you guys can watch this work. This is Opus 4.8 fast. There will be a benchmark video, yes. So right now we're just testing it raw. I'll make a review video, but this is just, we just got it, so I'm just testing how good it is. Hold on, let's go BridgeMind Dev here. Let's see if we can build out... Hold on, what's going on here? Okay, let's go over here. And let's run npm run tari dev local. Okay, let's go over here. I need you to launch a review of the BridgeSpace autocomplete to review how the auto ghost complete feature works when I'm typing in commands to a terminal. It appears that this works okay, but not great. Would you identify ways that we can improve this feature so that it is even more accurate and a better feature? I'm not sure how we can improve it. That's up to you. But I want you to do a complete in-depth review and identify how we can improve the ghost autocomplete feature when I'm typing in commands into a terminal. All right, guys, we're gonna see if this. We're gonna use Ultra Code for this. So let's put this in Ultra Code real quick. And Ultra Code did do. I mean, literally, Ultra Code, it created a 2,000 line HTML file versus when we didn't use Ultra Code, it only used what was it? It was like under 1,000 lines. So when you put it in Ultra Code, it does do a lot more work. Okay, here is the blog. Our blog just got created. I mean, it is doing everything. So this is Playwright here. Hold on, let's go to a new browser here. So it's playing around with Playwright a little bit. Wow. Great work. Are you done with your work yet? What about BridgeBench? Did it finish? It's about to be done. Check the status. Okay, B2B said, any source to learn full vibe coding? Yeah, so I am going to be launching Vibe Academy soon. It's a competitor to Code Academy, but for vibe coding. You can go check it out at vibeacademy.ai. But I mean, yeah, this speaks for itself. This is my Stripe dashboard. There's a lot of people on the internet that are, there's like this one guy that says that he made 300K off of an app, and then he just sells a course. He sells he literally sells a school course. I think his name's like Alex or something like that. But yeah, BridgeMind's legit, and every day I show the Stripe revenue because at the end of the day, what's most important is the integrity of this mission. We're vibe coding to an app until I make $1 million. And we're building a community while we're doing it. We've got over 10,000 builders. Aster just asked, is Opus any good? Yes. So far from what I've seen, especially with this Ultra Code, I mean, look at this. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me find this. The HTML test that we did was by far the best that I've ever seen. So if we play this real quick, watch this. So this is the first-person shooter game that we got. And this is by far, this is just a single HTML test, so we can't really do much. But this is the best result that we've ever seen. I mean, look at this. They even shoot, whoa. Do you guys see the effects there? They shoot like these orbs. We've just never seen wave cleared resupply. Like, we've just never seen, there's a map in the right corner. Like, it's just an HTML file, so it's nothing like to get super excited about. But at the end of the day, somebody said I can't see 4.8 in Claude Code CLI. Make sure that you update to the latest version. Just literally ask Claude to update to the latest version. You want to make sure that you do that. Somebody said 4.7 was comparable. No, it was not. It was definitely not comparable. I could literally go back to that HTML file. It was not comparable. This is better. All right. Let's put this one in Ultra Code, and let's give it a prompt here. BridgeSpace, Tari. I need you to review the bridge agent and identify how we can make UI improvements to make this even cooler. For example, it would be nice if when it's submitting prompts to the terminals, if there would almost be like a little line showing it as it submitted that message or that prompt to the terminal. So when submitting a prompt, there should be some type of effect on BridgeSpace so that there's a line where it is essentially a visual effect of that prompt being submitted to that agent. All right, this is interesting. We're gonna use Ultra Code for this. And that is just a very like broad level prompt. Somebody just asked, what is BridgeMind? BridgeMind is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. It's over 10,000 builders. If you guys haven't already joined the community, make sure you join. There should be a link to the Discord. I'll drop in another one, but this is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. And, you know, it's a community of over 10,000 builders, and I am at 193K in ARR. Join the community. Thank you. What's usage at now? Let's check usage. Let's check usage. We're at 62% used. Honestly, guys, that's not that bad. I've been launching like a lot of sub agents. The Ultra Code literally launched like, hey, you don't have to launch Ultra Code. It launched like 100 sub agents. Thank you, Super Combo. Appreciate it. Let's go, chat. Also, guys, we've got 473 likes. If you guys haven't already liked the stream, make sure you do so. All right, but what I'm seeing so far, I am a big fan of it. Proceed with next steps. All right, let's build out. All right. All right, watch this. All right, my change is page only. I left everything else alone. Okay, looks like this is about to be done, guys. What is the current status? How many UI benchmarks are left? Someone made a YouTube video, a review video on BridgeMind. Is it accurate? I don't know what you're talking about. He is good at creating things, but it is much more important how he works with someone else's code. What about refactoring and debugging? We'll see here on BridgeBench how it performs. Let's even just prompt it to see if there's any opportunities for us to do any good like refactors and stuff. Let's see. Hold on, let's check activity monitor. I'm getting we're slowing down a little bit. 75, okay, not bad. Streaming does a lot. So I can return to Claude today. How good is it? It's so far what we're seeing is this does look really good. All right, let's go over to Cursor and see if that remotion video is done. It's still working. How is this remotion video still working, guys? I'm literally using Opus 4.8 fast, which is 2 times the cost. And this better be the best remotion video I've ever seen in my life because I'm spending a bunch of money on it. And it's using, like, it's just taking too long. Like, this has been taking so long. I feel like that's longer than normal. I need you... Yeah, the Discord community is completely free. I need you to launch 3 deep dive agents to do a complete in-depth review of the BridgeMind API and identify any security vulnerabilities or AI slop code in the API and output a completely structured report of your findings in an MD file. Do not update any code. Just output all of your findings in an MD file and note that any changes that we make need to not be breaking changes, but output your report respectively. All right, go over here. BridgeMind API. This one will be really interesting. This Ultra Code, I'm excited to see the results here. All right. Let's see if there's any bug reports from users inside of BridgeSpace. Hold up. So let's see what a lot of people are talking about this in the Discord right now. All right, hold up. Let's see if we can find any bugs to solve. BridgeSpace support. All right, let's see this. All right, so we have a bug. So this is a terminal issue. Let's see if Opus 4.8. So we were unable to solve this issue with Opus 4.7, people are saying that we're still getting the issue. So let's launch Opus 4.8 and let's just put it in Ultra Code here. We're going to switch the effort level and we're going to do Ultra Code. Ultra Code is so sick. And then we're going to do this and then we're going to submit the screenshot. All right. I need you to do an in-depth review of this reports channel and the history of it, and note that this is still happening even in the latest update. I need you to launch sub-agents and figure out why this is happening. All right, let's figure out why this is happening, guys. Do you think GPT 5.6 will release today? I do not, no. Give it the car wash question. I don't think that it's going to have any issues with the car wash question, but because you guys are asking for me to do it, I'll do it real quick. Car wash question AI. Let me get the official one. All right, let me grab this. All right, so this is the car wash question. It's very simple. Let's launch. All right, I want to wash my car. The car wash is 50 meters away. Should I walk or drive? That said, it's 50 meters. Walk it. What? It doesn't pass the car wash test? Hold up. We got to pass this in a fresh... let's pass it in a fresh window. Let's go to the UI. Let's go to the UI for this. All right, hold up here. All right, Opus 4.8. Hi. Yeah, okay. All right, Opus 4.8 does pass the car wash test. All right, Opus 4.8 does pass the car wash test. You guys can go check out this tweet right here. Go check it out. All right. All right, these are working. All right, patched yet. Do it 4 times. Incognito chats. Hold on, we'll do an incognito chat. Hold up. All right, we can go incognito. All right, hold up. Here you go, guys. All right, incognito. Yeah, no, it's good. It works even in incognito. Somebody said 40% usage for one question. That's mad. I'm done with Anthropic. Well, the thing is like, if you have the max plans, that problem isn't a thing anymore, right? Like, so I will just share my perspective. Like, I have 2 max plans. And if we hit our limits, I'll just buy another one, no problem. And then if I hit those limits, then I'll just use cursor credits. So BridgeBench, it does look like BridgeBench is done. Okay, is BridgeBench completely done now? All right, I think it's done. Hold up, let's see here. It doesn't do crazy well. I'm interested in the UI. All right, BS is not done. It doesn't do great on BridgeBench. Let's check out the Remotion video. Geez, this Remotion video is still not done. That's crazy. All right, we'll upload the results here in a minute. Has Claude Code been painfully slow for you all since 4.7 release? It's barely usable for me. It is not. For me, it's been totally fine. All right, let's go over here. This looks fine. This looks good. This looks good. All right, this here. All right. I want you to do an in-depth review of the functionality associated with actually rendering in the revenue Note that, hold on, let's actually try this. I think that we had GPT 5.5 trying to fix this. Let's go over to this here. We are going to sign in. So this is going to launch next week. This is Bridge MRR. If you guys have a SaaS business and you want to upload this, it's totally free. Let's sign in real quick. Okay, I'm signed in. So check this out. So, oh wow. Opus 4.8 did do some pretty unique things here. So internal server error. So let's see, this is perfect. Let's see if it can solve this error. Okay. I need you to fix this bug. You may need to run migrations respectively. Could you please provide a brief summary for first-time viewers? Yep, I'll provide a summary. So if you guys are unfamiliar with BridgeMind, this is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. We have Discord with over 10,700 builders. If you guys haven't joined, there's a link in the chat. And I am on a mission to make $1 million vibe coding an app until I make $1 million. I'm currently on day 184. That's what I was doing before I started this stream. And current ARR is at 193,000. If you guys are familiar with people on social media, there's a lot of people on social media that basically they just fabricate things and they sell a course. Here's my Stripe dashboard. This is all through BridgeMind vibe coding. Okay, so currently we're at 16,359 in MRR. The product that I've built that is a big hit is an agent development environment. You guys are looking at it right now. So what is an agent development environment? Well, this is the new way that people are coding now. Instead of using an IDE like Visual Studio Code, people have transitioned to use a tool like this, where you have your workspaces on the left, where, hey, I have multiple different workspaces that I'm working with here. I have the BridgeMind workspace, I have a fun test workspace, I have the Bridge MRR workspace. I have a bunch of different workspaces, and with these workspaces, I have Claude Code agents running, I have Codex agents running, I have a browser tool that I'm using here, I do have a file editor here, I have an orchestration agent. So this is one of the coolest parts about BridgeSpace, is that literally, let's take this for example, and let's drop it in. I need you to review the context of this workspace and submit a follow-up prompt to make sure that this task is completed. So if you do use BridgeSpace, you basically don't even have to know like what's even going on in the workspace. So you guys can see that basically, hold on, it said it couldn't send it. Let's fix this. Couldn't send it. The terminal's running a plain shell, not Claude. So this, for example, is a fantastic opportunity for us to submit this bug report. And this doesn't always happen, but I do see this bug happen. Let's get it fixed and then see if we can ship this update in the latest version. Hold on here. All right, so let's go over here. I'm gonna close out of some of these workspaces. Let's just launch a new workspace. That one's getting cluttered. So we're gonna launch a new BridgeMind workspace, and then we're gonna see if Opus 4.8 can actually solve this real bug here. Let's submit this. Do you use a harness? No, I just use Claude Code inside of it. All right. I need you to review this screenshot of an error that just happened inside of BridgeSpace. Figure out why this is happening, as it was not running an empty shell. It was running Claude Code. This happens not super frequently, but it is a bug that does happen, and I'm not sure why it happens. Would you review the code and pinpoint the smoking gun of what is causing this? All right, BridgeSpace, let's figure out. So let's, for example, like this, I submitted the bug. We're gonna see if we can figure this out. How do I start vibe coding? Pretty much if you have an idea, literally anything, you can just like get Claude Code, get Codex, get whatever you like, and start vibe coding, start prompting, and start building. You don't have to code anymore. But if anybody is interested, so that is Bridge. Now, if I do like, let's just start like a fresh one here. I need you to prompt this agent to do an in-depth review of BridgeSpace and identify any security vulnerabilities that may be in BridgeSpace. I don't want it to update any code. I just want it to review it. Perk said, love your streams, Bridge. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. VB said, is 4.8 good? From what I've seen so far, this does look like a very good model. I've only been streaming for about like an hour. It usually takes me, you know, 5 to 10 hours to get a really good feel on a model, because it takes time to be able to vibe code and actually start to get some results. But look at this. So this is what happens. You guys can see that it's sent. So it just submitted this prompt, okay? So for example, this orchestration agent just submitted this prompt that you see here. So this is how it works, and you guys can see that it added a goal, it added context, it added key files, it added everything that it needed to know to be able to update this here. So if you guys look over here, there's also skills, and then if you go here, there's bridge memory, which is a memory system for your agent. So if I go to this graph here, you can see that I have built-in memory for all of my AI agents that I integrate with Claude Code, I integrate with Codex. I have notifications, so anytime that any of these agents finish, it's going to give me a notification. I can just click jump to pane, and it's this agent that just finished. So it's a very good agent development environment. It's a workspace to be able to vibe code. If you guys are interested in trying this out, I will give you guys a discount code. I'll just call this discount code Opus 4.8 for the launch of Opus 4.8. And this is going to be a fixed percentage off. It's going to be 65% off for anybody interested in trying out BridgeMind. You also do get access to Bridge Voice, which is similar to Whisper Flow. It's a voice-to-text tool. But this is a phenomenal vibe coding ecosystem. This is going to be 65% off forever. And we are going to, just the code for it is literally just going to be Opus 4.8. So if you guys want to try this out, you can go to bridgemind.ai and you can sign up today for 65% off. I am going to limit this to just 10. These usually go pretty quickly. So this is going to be redeemable by 10 people, 65% off forever. Here it is, Opus 4.8. And you guys can go to bridgemind.ai to use that code. Okay, so that prompt was submitted. Great work. I now need you to... Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's check the remotion. All right, so the remotion video is now done. Okay, good work. Would you now render it? And then I need you to copy it over to my downloads directory. Okay, so this is a 66 second, what? 66 seconds? Okay, wait, oh, here it is. Wait, hold on. We're about to see what this remotion video looks like, all right? So we're gonna render the video, we're gonna copy it over. So this ran for a while. This ran for what, maybe 30 minutes? Now I did launch 5 sub-agents. I'm very interested to see. Okay. All right, so it's gonna render the remotion video, and it just did take a while. If you guys look at this, I was using Opus 4.8 fast, and it still takes a while. Like, I feel like Opus is a little bit slow. Was purchasing GPT 4 hours ago a bad idea? I mean, I think that this probably is the best model. If you do look at the benchmarks and stuff, this is the best model now by a lot. But look at this. I mean, we'll see how it does. Let's pull this up here. Wow. Acknowledge. All right. So let's see how it did here. Hold on. Let's go up to a new workspace. Open BridgeMind. I want you to open up 4 more Claude. Hold on. It did not hear me right, but it's still new. How did you come up with this $1 million concept and start bringing it to life? I've been vibe coding for over 3.5 years, and really I'm just passionate about vibe coding. Great work. I now need you to prompt each of these agents to review the workspace. Now, this is what I'm interested in here. I want to see, does it have an effect here? Hold on, let's go back over here. Which one was working on that? I don't think that the Ultra Code is great. Like, it was in this, which one of these? Which agent in this terminal was updating the headers? Which one was it? I don't know which one it was. Rumored 1.5 million token context for GPT 5.6, but unsure. Okay, it's this one. Hold on. Which one was that? Okay, this one. Okay, not this one. All right, hold on. Let's do a better job prompting this here. All right, I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna go back over to BridgeSpace. I'm gonna kill this workspace. I'm gonna launch another Claude agent. Hold on, let's check out the remotion video here. It's still not downloading, guys. It's still rendering it. Why is this taking so long to do anything? Cursor's taking a long time, and I'm using the fast version. It doesn't make any sense. But we are about to see the results here. Yeah, benchmarks are not always equal to a better model. There's definitely... The concept of benchmaxing is definitely true. All right, hold up. Right now. All right, give me 1 second here. All right. Okay, this Claude agent, hold up. I have way too many workspaces open. Now let's close this one. All right, clean up this one. Okay, there we go. Hold up here, chat. Alright. Let's look at my activity monitor right now. I think I have a ton. Alright, I'm fine. I need you... Hold on. Yeah, I think that the coupon codes have already been used up, guys. They go pretty fast. All right, hold on. Okay, all right. The remotion video is finally done. What? It didn't copy it over my downloads folder. Large, load file. Binary file not supported. Hold on, guys. It's in my downloads. What is the name of it? Geez, cursor is so bad. I don't like cursor. Call it something else. Yeah, it said that it copied over my downloads and then it was nowhere to be found. Yeah, the overall score in BridgeBench is going to come back. It's honestly not looking so great in BridgeBench. But we'll see, guys. All right, in the headers, and also remove the auto-generated terminal titles and just name the agent a female or male name in the header, something short and simple like Sam, for example. Update the terminal headers in BridgeSpace. Sorry. Okay. What's the code for the 65%? What do you mean the 65%? Oh, I think it already was used up. Let me check, though. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure it was already used. Let's check. All right, let's check it out. We can just go to the Stripe dashboard here. All right, Stripe dashboard. So that code, let's let it load. All right, so far we've made $1,486. It looks like those have already been redeemed. Current MRR is 16,487, so it looks good. But yeah, it looks like those codes were already used. If anybody wasn't able to get that code, I'll do another code with less of a discount. Let's go over to BridgeBench real quick and create another coupon. If you guys missed that coupon code, let's go over here, create a coupon, and we'll just do Opus 4.8.2. And this one we'll do 60% off. And then we'll apply this to Pro, Ultra, and Basic. So if you guys want to try it out, you can try it out. It's going to be forever. This is just for anybody that missed it and is frustrated about it. We'll just do, we'll limit the number of times this is used to, we'll just do 5 on this one. So if you guys missed that last one, just use Opus 4.8.2 for 60% off. Here you go. All right, Opus 4.8.2. Okay, let's go. All right, these are all working. Opus 4.8 already has started breaking. You think so? I'm not seeing it break anywhere. I'd like to see it do a better job on some of these. Like, I had one that I gave that, like, if you guys look at, you guys see me reprompt this, I gave one of them here and it just never did it. Let's see if the remotion, okay, here's our remotion video. All right, here's, whoa. Okay, this is the best remotion video we've ever seen. Remember this? Pawns. The stream's lagging a little bit. Here's the stream. Wow. I mean, guys, this is literally the exact UI. Yeah, this is the best UI I've seen on a remotion video. Wow. Guys, that's the best UI I've seen. Guys, what? Okay. That is the best UI I've seen. Yeah, that was the best UI that I've seen from a one shot. It didn't use the correct BridgeSpace logo. It got close enough. But this here, with like the swiping, this is sick. There, whoa. Yeah, we have a Kanban board, yeah. That's the best remotion video I've ever seen be created from. I mean, guys, I've never seen that good of a remotion video from a one shot. Yeah, wow. I want to make a post on X about this. By far the best I've seen from a remote. Wiping animations. Yeah, that's incredible, guys. I've never seen a result this good. Wow. That's pretty good. All right. It does seem a little bit slower. Maybe it's because they've got so much demand right now. But, I mean, what I'm seeing right now is definitely product. Definitely improved model. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, Super Combo said, I don't think it's slow. It's at second more. Yeah, so I just made this post on X. If you guys want to go watch this Remotion video, here it is. So this is the Remotion video that I just made. But I mean, that's pretty good for a one shot, right? Also, we did hit 500 likes. Let's up this to 600 likes. Very impressed so far. Okay, we're at 90% of our usage limit. 90%, guys. What is the verdict for 4.8? Just tuned in. And then somebody also asked, better than 5.5 or not? This is better than GPT 5.5 for sure, in my opinion. All right, a couple people are saying the mic is cutting out. Not sure why. Oh, actually, I do know why. Hold on, let's cut this out here. It's this. If we just have we have a lot going on the machine right now. All right, let's close a couple of these workspaces. All right, this one, which ones are still working? Okay, this one's fine. This one's fine. What happened here? 400 error? There's a 400 error here. We got 600 likes. Let's go. We already hit 600. All right, we already hit 600, so we're going to bump this to 700. All right. I actually like how clean the UI was in that video. You should try making a BridgeMind branch where it's completely overhauled by Opus 4.8. That's a good idea. All right. All right, hold up. All right, this did find the smoking gun here. Yes. I want you... Wow. I have too much right now. I have so many tabs open. Too many. Can you show the video again? I missed it. Yeah, for sure. So here's the video if you missed it. It was very, very good. I've never seen a Remotion video that's this good. I will say, from what I've seen so far, this is an improvement from Opus 4.7, obviously. Now, only time is going to be able to tell. I mean, look at this. Look at this part of the Remotion video. I've never seen it do something like this. Watch this swipe. You see that, like, swipe away effect? Opus 4.7 just wasn't doing this. Watch how it, like, swipe. Boom, swipe. Like, I don't think that Opus 4.7 was doing that. Opid over on Twitch said it's not that impressive. All I'm saying is that this is impressive to me. I think that this is doing a better job for sure. Okay, hold up here. All right. Wasn't Composer 1 better? No. All right, this one is still working though. Like, so one thing I am noticing is it does think a lot longer. How did it do the video? It used Bridge. It used remote. New Opus. Can I use it for Swarm? Yeah, you can use it for the Swarm. Ultra Thinking Goal will make it much better with Ultra Code. Yeah, we have tried Ultra Code. So for example, like this one was running Ultra Code. It thought for 39 minutes. It didn't even make any updates though. So this was the findings from literally launching like hundreds of Ultra Code agents. And now our usage, if we check our usage, look at this. Usage is at 95%. So we're going to have to buy another max plan here in a second. We've made like $1,500 on this stream so far, just from subscriptions. But, you know, I think I'm just a little bit like, I mean, for it to run that many agents, and then these are the cold start, swarm, re-render, storm, over high severity. I've got some sort of issue. All right, so we're gonna implement a structured plan. We're gonna carry a structured plan, implement the fixes. Yeah, audio is glitching. I know it's causing it. Super Combo said, let's buy 10. Yeah. Yeah, the stream is lagging. I think it's because it could be because of the shells from Ultra Code. Like Ultra Code literally just opened up so many shells. All right, let's go over here. Yeah, I can see why. Cursor is taking up 3.3 gigabytes on my machine. I think that we're going to want to quit Cursor. Cursor is such a piece of garbage. Quit Cursor. 3.3 gigs for Cursor. 3.3 gigs for Cursor. All right, let's save on 3.3 gigs. That's probably a good idea. That's insane. How can you expect to run Cursor that uses 3.3 gigs? No, I'm looking at activity. It was Cursor was using 3.3 gigs. That's not helpful. All right. I want to see, how is this one still thinking? Like, let's collapse this. Do you guys see this one right here? So I'm a little bit worried about my session limit. I'm about to hit it, but we're just going to buy another max plan. But look at this here. This was not that difficult of a task, and it's still working on it. I am not a big fan of that. Okay, Opid said, what I meant is that each release brings consistent improvement, though not a dramatic leap. Recent models have felt similar to one another. We are kind of stuck in a plus 5% loop. Well, remember that, like, these, I'm pretty sure these are built on the same, like, pre-trained data, right? I'm pretty sure it's the same pre-trained data. I think that we have to wait until, like, Claude 5. All right. Any good insights on Claude Memory and setting it up? I don't use Claude Memory a bunch. Okay. Do you guys see? It's just taking so long. I feel like this is a very simple fix. Well, I feel like it is a little bit slower, to be honest with you guys. I think 5.5 is better. I don't think that you can really make that call so soon, to be completely honest with you. I think that you have to give it some more time, which we are going to give it much more time. I mean, this one's running 15 shells. That's why the stream is lagging. Ultra Code's bringing down the stream. It's running 15 shells right now. 13 active shells. That's why the stream's lagging. How is Opus 4.8? I do think it's better. The quality that we're getting out of Opus 4.8 is better. Anthropic is definitely not trash. I think you've watched too much of Theo. All right. Change the effort level down more. I mean, 15 minutes for this, though. I think this is such a simple task. I think we're about to hit usage limits anyway, unfortunately. So, hold on. Let's buy another max plan. Let me upgrade to max plan. All right. W's in the chat. I'm gonna plan. All right, what do we want? We want the 20x, okay? We want the 20x. Hold on. All right, look at this, guys. What do we want? We want the 20x, okay? We need another 20x. We just hit our limits. When you hit your limits, that's when you buy another 20x, okay? All right, just bought another 20x. Let's go. All right, this one's done. All right, 20x. Let's go. What is the new Ultra Code effort? It's really interesting, but like, for example, this may be a little bit overkill. Like, so right now, when you run Ultra Code, you literally are running crazy amounts of subagents. And I am about to hit my usage limits, so we are going to have to log out and then log back in. I'm pretty sure I'm usage, but I have some money in extra usage, so I can do that. It's okay. Is BridgeMind a vibe coding product? It is, yes. So you can go check it out at bridgemind.ai. But yeah, I mean, like this here, 13 active shells. What are you making? You're looking at it. And then this one has been running for 17 minutes. I feel like that's too long. I don't think that we can make a judgment on it. I will say that this is a lot better. Like from the FPS game that we did, that was a very big improvement. Honestly, I feel like we should just update BridgeSpace real quick and get the latest update and then go from there. And just kind of kill these terminals. Let's install restart. And then let's just go one task at a time then after a restart here. So I just installed the latest version that we deployed today. I wasn't able to update it until now. And then, all right, loading workspace. Okay. So let's see now. All right, let's expand this and let's see if we can do like, I feel like we need to put it in a lower effort mode. Like that task, if you guys watched my video from this morning, like that task that we just did, hold on, we need to log out and then log back in with our second max plan. Matthew, check your PC RAM usage. It's good now. Okay, I'm gonna run Claude. I'm gonna log back in real quick. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let's move the desk up. Let's stand for a little bit. How did I make the UI sound effects of your program? I just had AI do it. All right, let me log in. All right. Okay. All right. All right, second max plan. Here we go. Okay, we're good. Second max plan. Here we go. We're back. All right. 2 max plans. All right. So for example, like this one here, what needs to happen is the terminal headers. I want this. Hold on. Let's actually just add some more context. So this here, let's update the terminal headers, because what happens is when the terminals get too small, they just don't look good. Okay. This here, I want this to be removed. And I want to see how fast this is able to do it. Help me update the terminal headers respectively. How much does my whole PC cost? I think that, like, I mean, everything here, the monitors are like $1,500 a pop. Then the machine was $5,000, and then I've got a couple. I got 2 DGX Sparks here in the back, and then I got some Mac Minis, and these are all running Hermes agents to help me with BridgeMind. But guys, I actually think it's possible that we are getting close to surpassing 200,000 in ARR. I just want to do a quick check here. I know that we're just we're testing on Opus 4.8, but let's see if we're past 200,000 ARR. MRR is currently 16,571. So 16,571 times 12. Wow, look at this, guys. We're so close. We're 198. Dang, I didn't think that we'd hit a 200K today. That's crazy. And we've made $2,187 today. That's crazy. Let's go. All right. My Claude Code CLI is not updating. It is saying already up to date. You can hard update. The latest update is, if you look here, 2.1.154. Just make sure that it does that. Do you think that Anthropic will bring out a competitor to BridgeSpace in some way? I mean, technically, like, their app already is. Like, if you look at their app, but the thing is, it's like, I think people stress, like, when they're trying to figure out what to build, they stress competitors. But, like, you can easily, like, get your own niche. Like, I think that, like, hey, you're not going to catch me using the Claude desktop app. I don't think it's very good. I just built my own thing around it, right? But, guys, this is what I feel like is a problem with Opus 4.8, is it's updating the code now, but it does seem a little bit slow, to be completely honest with you. It seems a little bit slow. Is anybody else having these thoughts? Like, apparently it thinks a lot longer, but I mean, it's kind of slow. I want you to kill the task running on port 3000. You get a lot of usage out of 12,500 credits. I don't think that you're going to run into many limits with 12,500. Eper said it's fast for me, faster than 4.7. Denny Mars said Opus 4.8 is a new favorite. 100%, yeah. At first you said it was fast. Yeah, well, the thing is like, as I'm using this, it's let's see if this one is done. I guess this one is done. It only did work for 2 minutes. So let's see if it did it right. Really what it needed to do is it needed to remove this here. And then we're just going to do some very structured fixes here for a bit, guys. Let's just see. Hold on. Let's run Claude. Okay, so here's BridgeSpace coming in. And it did fix that. So you guys can see that the workspace is no longer there. And then now I do want to make a change. Great work. Now I need you to review the logic of creating a terminal title. And note that we are moving away from generating terminal titles. And we are moving towards auto-generating names of the agents in the headers. For example, when a user launches a new pane, instead of it giving it a terminal title, it should just give it a male or female agent name in the terminal title where that current space is. Make sure that you keep the name short and sweet, but generate random names when users launch new terminals in BridgeSpace. Maintain backward compatibility with the existing terminal title functionality, but you can remove that. You can update this with the new logic. Yeah, I'm seeing that 400 error as well. Okay, I'm liking the new BridgeSpace update. We did fix a lot of those errors that we had today. Smelly said, where's BridgeBench? I think we're about done. Hold on, let's go here. Are all of the benchmarks complete for Opus 4.8? All right, BridgeBench is about to get pushed. All right, let's go check this out. Hold on. Wow. All right, this will be an interesting feature as well. It looks like all benchmarks are complete. Okay, great work. I now need you to update the front-end BridgeBench UI with the results of this benchmark. No, I didn't drop ViewCrater. ViewCrater actually made $100 yesterday, but the thing is, it's like, hold on. Oh, that's interesting. All right, sorry. I need a new light goal. Oh shoot, we hit a new light goal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 800 likes. Let's go, chat. We're gonna keep on grinding, guys. I'm a real one. I'm not a fake one. I'm not a goofy. I'm not a lame. Okay, I'm not a fraud. Okay, there's a lot of frauds out there. Keep your eyes out for people that say that this is. Anybody that says this changes everything, keep your eye out for them. All right. So far, I do think that this is a substantial improvement. I think that we'll get used to it over the coming days. I'm gonna wait to do a review video on this. I'm gonna continue to code with it on stream with you guys. I think that we need it to continue to put it through production workflows. I mean, if you guys look at the benchmarks. I mean, look at, like, the benchmarks don't matter as much anymore, in my opinion. But, I mean, it was a 5% improvement on SweetBench Pro. What's actually the point of the DGX Spark plus the Max behind? I do not see you using them. You're only using Claude Code, etc. So, Fahad, these are running Hermes agents in their own isolated environments. So, I actually did a review recently on, I do have a MacBook. This is an M5 Max. So this is a fully maxed out M5 Max. And I am running some local models on here, but this is like my go-to computer now, just like when I'm not at at this machine. But the reason that I have those is for Hermes agents and so that I can test out local models, because if you guys didn't know this, local models actually, like Frontier local models today are better than GPT-5 just a couple months ago. Like Gemma 4, Qwen 3.6. These models are better than the Frontier models just 9 months ago. Okay, this looks like this one is done. So what we want to see is, let's test this out. It's not done yet, but what we want to see here is, instead of it generating a terminal title, I actually like the approach where it would just give it like a name. So instead of a name of what that terminal is doing, just the name of a person. Hold on. Hold up. Alright, we're good. Alright, so I'm interested to see this as it drops in. Sorry, just checking something. Could I ask how much roughly you generate with your SaaS? Yeah, no problem, man. I'll actually just show you. I think it's better to just show. Hold on, let me pull up the Stripe dashboard here. All right, check this out. So far today, we've made $1,692. If we go over here, you can see that the MRR is at $16,571. You guys can look at the last 3 months. Last 3 months, we've generated $55,920 in gross volume. MRR, $16,571. So we're looking good. I'm happy with where things are at. It looks like we're going to break 200,000 in ARR. I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm not going to stop this live anytime soon. I'm going to keep on grinding. But what a crazy... I mean, I feel like what happened was Anthropic was just like, oh, we messed up. Nobody likes Opus 4.7. Let's fix this, you know. I feel like it thinks a lot. It thinks a lot. This one's been running for 6 minutes, and I don't feel like this is that difficult of... By default, every new pane is given a short agent name. Alright, so let's test this. So when I do a new pane... Oh, nice. Okay, so you guys see this? So it did build that functionality perfectly. So literally look at this. So if I launch, let's just launch some new agents, right? Well, look at this. It said Claude Code. Hold on here. So do you guys see this? So it does it when I split the pane. So when I split the pane, look at this. Boom, Nico, Rex, Zane, Jax. But when I launched a preset, it didn't quite work how I wanted it to. Okay, this works perfectly when I split a new pane, but when I launch from a preset, it does not work as intended. Make sure that when I launch from presets or when I open up any new terminals that it defaults to a random name respectively. Okay, it looks like I'm out of OpenAI credits. Let me, I have to top up my account real quick in order for us to do this. Give me a second here. All right, we're gonna skip BS for now. We're gonna just ship the updates. Okay, Booth said 4.7 was trash, 5.5 runs circles right now around it, hoping Claude has a bit of a comeback here. Yeah, I mean, I do think that it is better than GPT 5.5, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge GPT 5.5 guy. I do use it. I use both. Asterisk over on Twitch said the terminals that are open with Claude, are these custom terminals you created for BridgeBench or regular terminals that you hook into? So yeah, so they're just regular Claude Code terminals that we hook into. You're not using the 1 million context, by the way. Do model and change. Not, oh. Oh yeah, you're right. Dang. Okay. So now we are using, I guess it didn't default to that. All right. Let's put it in. I want to try this Ultra Code again. Performance. Okay, this one here. Continue. All right, this one's now updating again. Jazz over on X said, so far, what do you think about 4.8? This definitely feels, to me, a lot stronger than 4.7. To be honest with you guys, I think it is a little bit slower, okay? Maybe it's just me, but I have this thing in medium, and it just seems a little bit slower, to be honest with you guys. But maybe that's just me. A lot of people are saying that they think it's faster. I think that we'll have to, you know, continue to use it. We'll get a little bit of a better feel for it, but only time will tell. How is it on BridgeBench? We're about to deploy this. Okay, great work. I need you to make sure the results are added to BridgeBench UI and then run npm run build, fix any build errors, and deploy all changes to the main branch on GitHub. It is 100% slower, but could just be increased usage with new model release. Servers are loaded. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think some people are saying that they think it's super fast. I'm noticing it be a little bit slow, just to be completely honest. But we'll see. Dirk did say that it's a bit slower for him, but it's seeing more bugs, optimization so far for my code. Hey, if it got to think a bit more, I'm good. Yeah, that's the perspective I have on it too. If it has to think a little bit more, let it think a little bit more. Speed isn't really an issue if it's actually giving you better quality. 100%, I totally agree. Oh, Carlos said, I've got an agent running for 52 minutes here. Use cloud version. You got switch Bobby Cat for Bridge Voice, switch to cloud version. Recently, we deployed an update to Bridge Voice, but the GitHub action workflow did not, it failed or something like that. I need you to make sure that we do get this deployed, review the latest GitHub action workflow for Bridge Voice and GitHub and figure out why it failed, fix the error, and then get it deployed. Lency said that he's gonna give, whoa. Do you guys see it's lighting up workflow? Whoa, guys, look at this here. Why is this being lit up? Do you guys see how workflow is lit up now? That's interesting. Super combo, hold on, let me see. Whoa. All right, this is from Super Combo. Apparently Mythos is gonna be out in a couple weeks. Super Combo, drop the URL to that, please. Could you drop it in the YouTube chat? Thank you, man. Super Combo's the GOAT. All right. BridgeMind API. I need you to launch 2 deep dive review agents and identify any bugs or errors in the code or optimizations that we can make. Okay, this is literally in the Opus 4.8 release here. So I wonder if it went up on Polymarket. Hold on, let's see if the Mythos release got moved up. Oh my gosh. Wow. Guys, earlier today, this was 18% for Mythos to be released by June 30th, and now it's 45%. That's insane. So it looks like we're actually going to get Mythos next month. Wow. Mythos, yeah, look at this. Wow. So we plan to release a new class of model with even higher intelligence than Opus as part of our Project Glasswing. A small number of organizations are currently using Claude Mythos Preview for cybersecurity. Models of this capability require stronger cyber safeguards before they can be generally released. We're making swift progress on developing these safeguards and expect to be able to bring Mythos class models to all of our customers in the coming weeks. Wow. Wow, let's make a post about this on X. Wow, thank you, Super Combo. Literally the GOAT. Wow, so we're gonna get Mythos in June. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Wow, that's insane. All right, look at this. I'm getting a couple of these 400 errors. Look who it is. Kerr, what's up? They added the deep scan from Mythos into 4.8. Snitches beast mode now. Update your bridge security tool. Okay, good to know, Kerr. I need to make that security video soon, too. Yeah, Kerr, if you guys don't know Kerr, he's got a pretty cool tool called Snitch. I want to show this to you guys. Hold on. I need that can you drop the URL for Snitch in the chat? How do I spend on Claude, subs on Claude? So I did just purchase a new, I just bought another Claude Max subscription on stream. So I'm currently just using 2. I ran through 1. I just bought another one. No, Opus 4.8 is out. Yes, Opus 4.8 dropped. It came out of nowhere today. I don't do clickbait titles. I think everybody knows that. But yeah, I mean, this came out of nowhere, guys. It's crazy. But look at BridgeMine today. So far, we brought in 1,600 in revenue today. Yesterday, we brought in 878. But let's take a look at the MRR here. I'll be live tomorrow for I guess tomorrow will be day 185. We had a short day 184 today, but man, things have, we exploded past. I think we're going to hit 200K ARR tomorrow on stream. So that's going to be awesome. 200K ARR. 200K. Man. 200K. Wow. That'll actually be a bigger milestone than I initially thought, to be honest with you. All right, continue. All right, let's see if this fixed our bug here where I can launch the presets. Let's go over here. So I can go here, launch the presets. Wait, what? It literally first said it and then it over. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, we are still getting this bug. Please note that I had the names for the terminals, but then somehow it overlapped it once the Claude Code agents launched. Would you figure out why this is happening and fix it? Yeah. That was weird. All right, also, I just got this bug again. I don't get it as much. So I'm just going to do this. Submitted here. Should have submitted here. Review the screenshot and notice that I am getting an interesting bug inside of BridgeSpace. Note that there are times when I am clicked into a terminal and it's the active terminal pane, but then it randomly submits the text from my voice to text tool into a random terminal that I was not actually actively clicked into. Would you launch 2 deep dive agents and pinpoint the smoking gun here that's causing this bug and then fix it respectively? Okay, so it's snitchplugin.com. So this is a member of the BridgeMine community, and I do want to draw your attention to this, guys. I've been wanting to create a security video here soon, but I've just had so much going on, honestly, like in life. But I do want to draw your attention to this. So this is Snitch. You guys can go check it out at snitchplugin.com. And this is a security audit skill for any of your coding agents, okay? So this member of the community, his name's Kerr. He's a great guy. And he literally built a tool that integrates into your Claude Code, integrates into your Codex, integrates into your cursor, and it's a security tool, okay? And he actually won the BridgeMine Vibathon that we have. I think he won like over $1,000 or something like that, but he won it with this tool. You literally, all you have to do to install it is run this, but go check it out. I'll drop it in the chat. Definitely go check out this tool, snitchplugin.com. I wanna test this. Look at this. He said, look at this in the change log. Deep scan goes live. It looks like it's tuned for Claude Opus 4.8. So this is version 1.1.0. So go check this out. I don't know if it's free or what, but go check it out and let them know what you think. But that's a great member of the BridgeMine community. Just wanted to draw your attention to that, guys. All right. Man, there's been a lot that's happened. I mean, nobody expected... Why am I getting these 400 errors here? Try again. All right. All right, I'm gonna make this post here. I'm gonna schedule this one. All right, so this is the information about Claude Mythos. So yeah, so they confirmed that they are going to be releasing this. I don't think that this is benchmaxed. Somebody just asked. Okay, also to confirm, Kerr did say that this tool is free, by the way, just to, you know, emphasize that. He did say that's free. All right. All right, let's check usage. So I have ripped through one Claude Max plan. My second Claude Max plan, though, is only 6% used. So just so you guys can see, I mean, this is what I'm used to with Claude. Like Claude Opus 4.7, this is what I'm used to. I'm only 6% of the way through this, and I've been doing what? I've been probably on this for 45 minutes. Okay, do we have... I think that we may have the initial BridgeBench results. Let me check BridgeBench real quick. Hold on. Wait, hold on, guys. I do think that this is live. Hold up. Okay. All right, we do have the initial benchmarks live. Let's check out the UI benchmark. Hold on. Let's just check 4.8. Okay, yeah, we do have it. Okay. So here is... Hold on. Here is UI here. Let's check out the Flappy Bird game. All right, here it is. Oh my gosh. Wow, I think that they even made the design better, to be honest with you guys. This is like just crystal clear design. Design capabilities are off the charts here, guys. Let's see what happens when I die. Wow. Really good. Hold on. Let me see what your post is, Super Combo. Yeah, I'll repost it for you, bro. All right. Let's check out the lava lamp. Always an interesting test. Lava lamp. Lava lamp kind of geeking here. Spazzing out a little bit here. Yeah, it didn't perform great on BridgeBench. Here's an open router. Sorry, I meant here's the thunderstorm over city. The lightning looks sick. Really high quality lightning. Hold up. Alright, let's do the neon sign, is always an interesting one. Is it inspect? Alright. Yikes. Did not do good on that. All right, Space Invaders. Oh, it failed on Space Invaders. Breakout. All right, let's check out Breakout. Breakout, I feel like it did a kind of similar, to be honest. similar. I mean, I like the design that it has. I think the design is better. Snake Game. Snake Game is kind of mid. Leafy said Opus 4.8 is trash if anyone wants to know. I mean, let's give it some time, guys. I don't think that there's a singular benchmark that you can look at and judge the models. Not even BridgeBench. None of them. Okay. How do you write your scripts for YouTube? I don't do any scriptings. Anything I do, I just kind of... I don't like content creation. I think most people know that. It's the hardest part of everything that I do because I'm just a builder. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a vibe coder. So the standpoint that I've taken is like, hey, with all the streaming and stuff, it gives me an opportunity to be able to be myself. And I think that that's like a really good thing where I just like say what I say and I don't like do scripts or anything. All right. Wow. Look at this. The hallucination. Or no, this is debugging. Scored really bad on this. 83.6. Security. Do they make this model worse at security too? Has Anthropic just given up on making the models good at security? That doesn't make any sense. Do I like streaming? Yeah. When did I first start building BridgeMind? I think I started working on like the BridgeMind ecosystem maybe in like January or February. Speed. That's actually, let's see how this, I'm interested in the speed benchmark here. Where is it? I need a search mechanism here. Oh, here it is. So I guess it's similar speeds to Opus 4.7. So maybe I'm just tripping. Lency said, I expect a 9 out of 10 model from Mythos. They hyped it a lot. Let's not get a third L from Anthropic. I mean, what? It seems like a lot of people aren't liking this. Oh no, Anthropic. All right, let's see if it fixed this. So I should be able to launch a preset now, and it should be set. Okay, it did fix it. What? No, it didn't fix the issue. Did you update it? I'm still getting the same issue. That is causing this, and fix it. Yeah, GPT is definitely better than Opus in security. GPT is honestly better at backend for most things. GPT 5.5 is close to Mythos in some aspects. Yeah, Ultra Code launches a ton of agents. It launched like over 100, I think. And it used a ton of usage, though. I don't know. The BridgeBench results are a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you guys. And then what is this 400 error here? Just need to launch another chat, I guess. Hold up. So is GPT better for backend and Claude for front end? Yeah, that's typically like how it goes. I don't see it on BridgeBench. It's there. Hold on, let me do a better job of, okay, great work. I now need you to create a structured plan for fixes, respectively, and make sure that you don't introduce any breaking changes. Should I switch to Codex? I mean, I have both. I now have 2 Claude Max plans, and I did buy the Claude Max plan yesterday. What a crazy day, guys. All right. I don't even know how long have I even been streaming for? I have no idea. I've been streaming. This stream has been 2 hours. Only 2 hours. Wow. For some reason, it felt longer than that. Everyone, I watch the stream. I feel like I'm doing something less productive because I'm only using 1 terminal. Well, you gotta just give different tasks to different terminals. I would up your terminal usage for sure. Are you using any automations for uploading posts in social media? Yeah, so I use a product that I built called View Creator. That product generates like $12,000 a year, which is not a ton. So, for example, you know, if we look at the BridgeMind MRR, most of it is made up from BridgeMind, and the biggest product driver is going to be BridgeSpace, which is what I've been using this entire stream. You guys can go check it out at bridgemind.ai, but that's the biggest driver for sure. It's 4th in cost bench. Is it accurate? Doesn't look like it. 400 likes achieved. Dang. Or sorry, 800. All right, I guess we hit 800 likes. Let's hit 850, chat. Let's get our 850 likes. Let's go. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Thank you, Mute the App. This is the largest vibe coding fee on the internet, guys. And there's a reason for it. Not gonna hype up anything that doesn't need hyped. For testing, is what is better, Claude or Codex? I would say Codex. How much do you automate your workflow with AI? Is it just the coding part or other aspects of the business as well? Yeah, so I automate other aspects of the business using the Hermes agents that you see. So I've got Hermes agents on the DGX Sparks. I got Hermes agents on the Mac Minis, and it's pretty solid. All right. You need I need to fully restart it, apparently. All right, test this. Is it much better than 4.7? I think I need more time. I need more time for it. I mean, it obviously is better than 4.7, but I didn't see any improvements in BridgeBench. I think that we'll just have to wait for additional benchmarks to come out. We'll have to play around with it a little bit more. Jake said, what's your actual monthly profit after expenses? Yeah, I mean, we don't spend a lot of money. Like, AWS costs $1,000 a month. I'll probably do a review video on what everything costs here soon. But like from the standpoint that I'm at now, I'm like totally just down to invest all the money back into the business because I'm trying to get to 1 million. So for example, like, hey, the money that we're making now, okay, it did fix that. So now you can see that the agents' names are right here. Honestly, we can even remove the rename terminal. Like, it don't really even need to we can remove this. Hold on, let's move it in this one. It's just not needed. I think it's a better approach, better UI. Remove the pencil icon for renaming the agents. I don't want to give users the option to even rename the agents anymore. Or no, let's keep it. Would you improve the design of the terminal headers as much as you can? Maybe make it more responsive. Improve the icons as much as you can. Polish it up a little bit more. So what are you creating right now? So you're actually looking at it. So this is BridgeSpace. It's an ADE. It's an agent development environment. We're actually about to crack 200K ARR. And we built all of this with vibe coding. I didn't write a single line of code myself. All right. I think we may remove Linux support. I just got a message, so considering removing Linux support. Yes, continue to phase 2. Rohit said, greetings. Do we have the lava lamp results for Opus? Yes, we do. Let's make a post about it. So, all right. Here is the lava lamp results. Yeah, honestly, I feel like at least for the lava lamp, honestly, Opus 4.7 did a better job than Opus 4.8. Like, if you look at this MP4, look at this. I mean, I'm not seeing like a huge jump here. I'm actually seeing a regression, at least on this. Yeah, it looks worse. But then there were other things that it did do better at. Yeah, Mythos is coming. Yeah, the Lucas said this benchmark isn't a great way to judge the model. I would agree. Like a single HTML file that is a lava lamp, right? I think that you could make the test of like, why is it not, like, why did it get worse though, right? Like, why did this get worse? I think that is a question that you can ask. I wouldn't judge a model based off of a single test. I want you to decide, begin implementing. So, I mean, okay, so this actually is very interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna make a post here. Hold on here. I feel like Anthropic is grasping at straws here. So look at this. So Claude Opus 4.8 is now live on BridgeBench. Not seeing a huge improvement over Opus 4.7 on the lava lamp test. Look at the comparison. Opus 4.7 actually looks better on this one. Anthropic called Opus 4.8 a modest but tangible improvement in their own announcement. That's exactly what it feels like so far. You know, why would the company say that it's a modest but tangible improvement? That's just such a weird thing to say. All right, go check it out. If you guys have X. Somebody said this is depressing. I was hoping for AGI. Well, I honestly think that if anything, this does reflect, like, if you look at this, we have another jump of 5% on SweetBench Pro, but I think that this benchmark is just completely redundant. Like, I think that they're just laying the groundwork before Opus 5, probably. Somebody said it's because they're a snake oil salesman at Anthropic. A lot of people hate Anthropic. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're a snake oil salesman. Not really feeling like a huge improvement, to be honest with you guys. Let's go back over here. I mean, the Ultra Code is interesting. Ultra Code is interesting. People hate all AI companies. Open source AI is not going to win. The frontier companies are always going to be a lot better. Do you have any experience about getting banned for using Anthropic Max subscription for running a Hermes agent? I do not, no. I kind of just follow their rules and don't get banned. Yeah, not seeing a huge improvement with this, guys. Dang, the Discord community is so active today. If you guys haven't already joined the BridgeBench Discord, make sure you do so. Okay. It did improve the design here, guys, of these of the tools here. This does look better. On the headers, make it so that the pencil icon and its spacing doesn't show until the user hovers over it. Then it should expand and show the pencil icon respectively. Is Ultra Code for Max users? Yes, but it uses a lot of usage. I literally ripped through all my Max. I ripped through one of my plans, and then I bought another plan and ripping through that one. But it definitely uses a lot of usage. That's for sure. Because it'll launch like 100 agents, so I think that's your biggest issue with that. I'm wondering, where can I find all the BridgeBench prompts? They're proprietary so that the models can't train on them. Is it much better? I'm starting to feel, especially after BridgeBench, I'm starting to feel like it's not a massive improvement. There are some things that we did that it was a lot better. For example, this Ultra Code feature is interesting. Try Ultra Code. I have tried it already. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you guys. Let's find a, hold on, let's see this here. Let's test this. So that, now if I hover over it. So look at that. So it did that perfectly, right? Like I'll hover and it shows. And the designs that it did for this do now look better. Like if I zoom in, look at this. So this is the redesigned header. That's pretty cool. Great work. Would you now update all of the icons in the app in a similar way? Yeah, it's now easier to token max with Ultra Code 100%. Even if the models refused more and became more cautious, I find that to be an improvement. Right now, they are too optimistic. That's interesting. I would agree with you in some ways. Check up on the workflow. Okay, Kerr said 4.8 was the first version that found Vibe Health as a deliberately coded app to have vulnerabilities. None of the other ones did that, not even GPT or any versions of Claude. I can't wait for Mythos. Wait, what is this? What's Vibe Health? Try Ultra Code? Yeah. Hold up. So let's try Ultra Code on BridgeMRR, okay? So let's launch this, okay? And we'll change the effort level to Ultra Code, okay? I need you to do a complete review of the functionality of how the application actually pulls in data from Stripe and how it saves that to the database. And I need you to note that the current analytics and however this works and however it's stored in the database is incorrect. It is not pulling in the proper analytics. You need to review the Stripe documentation. You need to review our database and the database architecture. And you need to think through how we can actually get this accurate and pull accurate data and save accurate data, as currently it is not correct. Launch as many agents as you need and do a robust review and update to this functionality to get it completely functional and working as intended. This will be interesting. So this is Ultra Code. We'll do another Ultra Code here. I need you to help me significantly improve the onboarding to kind of gamify it a little bit and make it fun, with some animations that are branded with BridgeMRR and the logo symbol. Review this in complete depth and help me make this fun and have a nice onboarding process that lets users know how it works and significantly improve the UI for this. All right. Ultra Code, this is so this is only available to Max users right now. So if you do effort, basically what it does is this will literally launch like, it'll launch over 100 agents. Hold on, check this out, guys. So this will literally launch hundreds and hundreds of agents. Check this out. This was the X post that I made. So it'll happen in a minute, but this is what it looks like. So literally this was like what, 85 out of 105 agents were running here. That's insane. So this will happen again, but the usage on this, obviously you're gonna token max with that. Like, see what Opus can do to the Vibe Academy website. Okay, let's do it. All right, let's go over there. Let's do Vibe Academy dev real quick, and I'll CD over into that. Let's run npm run dev. Same thing. Let's do honestly, let's just focus on the UI for now. So this is running on 3006. Go over here. All right. So this is the Vibe Academy website. You guys can check it out. Probably a lot of ways to improve this, right? So let's do it. Let's launch Claude. Let's do effort level, and let's switch over to Ultra Code here. I need you to help me significantly improve the design and styling of the main website. We need to absolutely maximize this for conversions and significantly improve the copy. We need to significantly improve the design, and I want your help in making this way better. Review what we have now and launch a swarm to completely update the design and the styling to make this way better. Start from what we have today, gain a complete understanding of Vibe Academy and what it is, and help me significantly improve this. I don't know. That's probably could use a better prompt, but the thing is that I do think that you need to test the models and how they're able to take this intuitively. Too much light? Okay, apparently Ultra Plan. Oh, Ultra Plan. Yeah, Ultra Plan is different though than Ultra, whatever this is, Ultra Code. Oh, apparently it is. Apparently it is available on Claude Pro now. People are saying it's available on Claude Pro. Wow. Do you use the front-end design Claude skill? I have in the past. I more so want to see how this is able to do without a skill. Because yes, skills are great. But I think that I want to see how well the model is able to do without a skill. How did you create the UI for the Vibe Academy now? I used Opus 4.7 to do it. And I'm not in love with the UI, to be honest. Should I looks max or token max? Why not both, dude? Wow. 4.8 is the default Claude in cursor now. I can't afford that. I do have a design MD file. Yeah, you missed BridgeBench. It is now live. It did subpar on BridgeBench. I'm starting to think that this, like with this update, we may be looking at a small improvement. I do feel like the design is better though. Proceed with the next phase. You need to make sure that you're not breaking any functionality with these updates too. All right, let's throw this in Ultra Code real quick. So I'm gonna launch Claude. Okay, move. Claude. Ultra Code, wait, effort. I need you to review the design of Bridge Jarvis agent inside of BridgeSpace, and note that I need your help in significantly improving the design of this agent. And note that what we want to do is we want to make this so that it has a significantly improved design, and that when it submits prompts to the terminals, that there's an effect that basically shows a line, almost like it's sending an animated message to that terminal, in effect, when it's submitting prompts to terminals. Review this in depth and update the styling and the functionality accordingly. Let's see. Be an interesting one. How is 4.8? It's good. I think that it may be another, I mean, guys, this is what frustrates me. And this is why I was so surprised to get another Opus model. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel like Opus 4.7 was such a miss that they probably moved the timeline up for Opus 4.8. This does not make any sense that they released this model. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, it does not make any sense that they released this model. Opus 4.7 was launched, it was launched 6 weeks ago. So the only thing that I think explains this is this right here. So this here is a search. This is search data for Claude Code on a website called vidIQ. Okay, so you guys can see Claude Code keywords, and it says that the search volume for Claude Code has been falling. If you guys look at this, it's falling. Why is it falling? Why do you guys think it's falling? Well, if you look at Codex, it is literally, Codex is booming right now. Just last month, this was 1.8 million, okay? and Claude Code was 8 million. So Claude Code is losing a ton of market share to Codex. So in my opinion, I think that Claude Opus 4.7 was a miss. In terms of like the model, it was a miss for Anthropic. And they felt the need to ship a new model, Opus 4.8, rush this model out in 6 weeks so that they could try and gain some market share. This is the fastest release that we've ever seen. If you guys look, this is what we were looking at earlier. If you guys look at this, this is what we were looking at in the day 184 stream. Literally, this is a chart that shows you the weeks since prior releases. I need you to now output the updated chart that now includes the Opus 4.8 model, since that was now released in today. So look at this, guys. So 10 weeks, 10 weeks, 15 weeks, 10 weeks, 63 weeks, 14 weeks. I would just look at like the last 4, honestly. So you can look at 10 weeks, 15 weeks, 10 weeks, 10 weeks. And now all of a sudden, we see 6 weeks. So I just think that I think that they were trying to gain market share back. Look at this, 6 weeks. 6! They said, no, rush it out. We need to get that rushed out. So this is what I see, and it's like, I just look at this and I'm like, 6 weeks? 6 weeks is crazy, guys. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It did make these icons a lot better. This is going to be an interesting feature to ask. We have improved these headers. We're going to ship out a new version of BridgeSpace today. These are a lot better. Rabbi said your content and your journey has been incredible to watch. Thank you, man. That's been my goal. GPT 5.5 for backend for sure. BridgeBench AI, it's not available on BridgeBench. Maybe clear the cache for it. Oh, really? Is there a video quickly showing how you vibe coded BridgeSpace and agents? So I pretty much just live streamed it. So all my content is just very genuine, very authentic. The best way is to just literally go watch the live streams. I vibe coded all of this on stream. Okay, now we have some issues that have been introduced here. This is bugging out badly. Hold on, this is frozen. Guys, this is literally frozen right now. What the heck? The dev version is frozen, meaning something got broken. Hold on here. Let's restart it. Opus 4.8 for front end, yes. Somebody said it's not bad, but just worth the extra tokens for certain tasks. Apparently, Ultra Code only works on Claude Code. Yeah, on some of these benchmarks, it's like, I think that BridgeBench is really interesting because what I want to see eventually on BridgeBench is I want to see these models actually do better across the board. Like, I think what BridgeBench shows you is that even though you have better models, when you actually put them into real world practice, sure, you can do better. You can train your model on SweetBench Pro and get a really good result on SweetBench Pro. But the thing that I'm seeing is that, like, on BridgeBench, a lot of these models, like, they'll release a new model and the model, like, won't do better on a lot of tasks, right? And I'm like, isn't that real world use cases, right? Right? Like, shouldn't the model be incredibly reliable, where if the model is so much better, and if it really is like what they're saying it's chalked up to be, then why isn't it doing better on BridgeBench? you know, like, all right. I don't think it's frozen anymore. Let's see this here. Still waiting for this. The server is temporarily limiting requests. Wow. We're getting rate limited right now, guys. Yeah, I've tested Composer 2.5 a lot. Do more games tests. I think the games tests are like, here's the thing, guys. We'll do more. Wow, I'm hitting all these API. I just got rate limited everywhere. Huh. Look at this. API error. API error. API error. 400 error. You guys see this? My goodness. Honestly, I do prefer Claude Opus 4.8 over GPT 5.5 for most tasks. Is 4.8 good? It's, I mean, you can literally call, you can take Anthropic's own words. It's tangibly better. It's tangibly better. That's crazy. All right. The app that I'm building is not going to be open source. It's currently generating almost 200,000 in annual recurring revenue. So obviously, I'm not going to open source a SaaS that's generating that much cash. Okay. So are these just all rate limited? Hold on. So this is the Ultra Code one. Waiting for... All right, so here are... So currently, this is Ultra Code. So you guys see this? So it has 6 agents currently working. Somebody said, you seem disappointed by Opus 4.8. I'm not disappointed. It's just like... First of all, I think that you need a lot more time with these models. Second of all, I mean, I have been streaming for like, I've been working since like 5 in the morning, so that could be a factor as well. What's different from Opus 4.7? What does Opus 4.8 have that you feel right away? I need more time, guys. How long have I been streaming right now? We're almost at 3 hours. I think that BridgeBench is better than Cursor. I use BridgeBench more than I use Cursor. How much do I spend on tokens? Well, now it's $800 a month because I bought another Max subscription today. All right, continue. 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 All right, the light goal has been surpassed. Let's go. JK said, I've been coding nonstop since you started this live stream months ago. Let's go. That's awesome. Let's go, man. I mean, we have made improvements today. Like, for example, this one here, I'm very interested to see if this does solve the issue with Bridge MRR. So if we X out here, let's CD into the UI and start the dev server here. And then we'll go here. All right, so we're gonna start both of these. so check this out. Let's go over, and I do want to see if this one's able to fix our issue. Okay, right here. All right, sign in. All right, hold on, I'm gonna sign in real quick. Okay, so I did just sign in. We're gonna ship this out next week. This is a leaderboard of real SaaS revenue. This is gonna be for the BridgeMine community. So I can go to my dashboard here and I can see the BridgeMine listing. The biggest issue that we have right now is that we don't do 28,000 in MRR. So I have an issue with this. Let's try and refresh. I mean, we'll see if Opus 4.8 can fix this. We tried to get it fixed with Opus 4.7. We tried to get it fixed with GPT 5.5. Neither were able to do it. We're now using an Ultra Code. Now with Ultra Code, the only thing that I don't love about it is that it does take so long, but it does say that it did confirm that this is the issue here. So all 3 critical facts are now confirmed. It says that it's gonna be able to fix it. These are the issues. Let's see if it fixes it. OpenAI was not supposed to release a new model today, no. They'll release a new model in like June. All right, also shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitch. Sativa said tangible means real. Yes, but they also said, so they said this, they said like modest. Okay, so they said modest but tangible. I'm very interested to see if this one fixes it. ETF, thank you, man. Let's go. All right, let's check this out. All right, we do have we're up to 950 likes. Let's go to 1,000 likes, guys. All right, 1,000 likes. How do you test the app sites that you vibe code? I do a lot of QA, but also I use testing suites. You became so big from 20 watching to 1,000. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, for me, it's you know, hey, at the end of the day, you guys know this, but you know, I don't want to really be a content creator. I just want to be myself. Okay, I keep saying you should try Agent Browser to fix your Stripe issue with Bridge MRR. It connects a browser right to the agent. John, how would that help though? Would it help with like being able to find the docs or? All right, this one, Ultra Code takes a lot. Hold on, is this, so this is the Ultra Code. So you can go down here and you can see, I guess they all finished. I don't know how much I like Ultra Code, to be honest. What is the tech stack for vibe coding? You can literally use any tech stack that you want. All right, let's go over here. I need you to open up for Claude Space.
For what?
Claude Code agents.
One
JK,
sec.
thanks for the dono. Axel Mode said that Opus 4.8 to be a modest but tangible improvement translates to, we know the last version disappointed people and this release is intended as a corrective iteration rather than a breakthrough. Yeah. Use the Stripe CLI. I mean, it should be able to pull it from the docs. Okay, great. I now need you to prompt each of these agents with a prompt just saying hello.
1 sec. Send.
Didn't we ask one of the agents to do... Alright, it's going to update the design here. Yeah, I feel like the response time could be a lot better. Yeah, for what? For what? All right. The model that I use for the voice agent is Grok. I use Grok for the voice agent. Let's check this out. I did have the editor get updated. So if we go over here, okay, that did update well. So if you guys look, if we expand the editor, this was something that we updated. So you can now take this here, and let's just say that we want to take this. I can now drag this up here. Or no, I can't drag it. Hold on, let's build that real quick. So I'll just say, should be able to drag. All right, what did Tactical Boss say? I didn't see what he said. What is this harness named? This is BridgeSpace. So this is my product. It does, it's close to 200K ARR now. It's like 198 or something. I don't know. We'll have to check tomorrow on stream for day 185 of vibe coding until I make $1 million. But we're getting up there, guys. We're getting up there. How to open 4 SSH window in one workspace. 4 SSH windows. So you can use SSH. Anas said, "You are so positive and such an amazing vibe, such a majestic aura. I feel happy when I join the stream. I don't know why. Let's go, dude. That's what I like to hear. I mean, I just am an optimistic person. I'm just choose to be happy, and you know, I think that happiness is a choice, and I like to choose to be happy. Speaking of which, let's just drop a 50 bomb real quick. Let's go." Let's go. Too easy. Yeah, this is all vibe coded tech for vibes. Let's go. Check up on the status. Did it deploy? Okay, Satyam over on X said, "Do you think we should still master one coding language?" Yes. The coding language that I think that you should master is English. That's the best coding language right now. J12, thanks for the dono. He said, should add a version of Carpathy's code wiki to BridgeMind so agents always have up-to-date context and spend less time searching the code base. Is that a plugin or something? Carpathy's code wiki. Tech Info Vibe said, "No way you made 200K from a vibe coded app. Congrats." Yeah, I'm very open about it. Let me just pull up Stripe. You guys can see it right from the horse's mouth. So far today, I've made $1,982. Yesterday, $878. And let's go over to the dashboard here. MRR is at 16,571. Last 4 weeks brought in 23,000. I mean, that's insane. What the heck? So we're getting very close to passing 200K ARR. All right, let's see if that update went through. So now I should be able to drag and drop this. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. Nice. Sick. All right, that was a one shot. Muaz said, it is so cool to see how you're using BridgeMind to create BridgeMind. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good tool. Very passionate about what I do, and I believe in what I'm doing, and I'm living my own vision, not living anybody else's, and I think that if you do those things, you'll be successful in whatever you do. All right. The icons here are definitely a lot better. All right. Have you ever used Superpower? So powerful. I haven't used it. I'll have to do a review video on it soon. Alter code takes a little bit too long, guys. I mean, this one's been working for 9 minutes. It is updating code now. But I'm not a huge fan of Alter code. It's a little bit overkill, and it absolutely burns your tokens. So I'd be careful with it. Where do I store secrets? Well, obviously I have the environment variables that I have locally, and then I use AWS, so I use Secrets Manager. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Let's see here. I wanna check up on the Bridge MRR. Is this one done yet? Backfill true history. Dylan said Alter code is 100% for massive rewrites. Okay, good to know. So Dylan, if you guys remember, Dylan was he actually showed us his ADE yesterday. He won the BridgeMind project sharing event, and yeah, he's saying that's for rewrites. Stanley said, I just subscribed to your product. Can we use our own model for BridgeSpace Assistance and it burns tokens quickly? That's a good idea, but right now you have to use like your credits inside of the workspace. Yeah, I do host on AWS, yes. Can we build a full website with vibe coding? Because I tried it many times. It's hard. Yeah, you can pretty easily build a full website with vibe coding. That's what I've done. All right. So, I mean, it just works for a while. Okay. Proceed. DJ, I think you may have been on like Product Hunt's page or something like that. If you clicked into Product Hunt, because we don't even have an Ultra subscription. Okay, Julio over on Twitch said Ultra code is for large code bases or refactor. It's still used the model at extra high for max performance on a specific task. I use max instead. Yeah. Tekken, definitely show up to a project sharing event and you can share your project there. How many tokens have I used up in the past 184 days? I don't know how many tokens, but I've been spending around like $600 to $1,000 a month for about the past 9 months. What do I do to prevent all the agents from stepping on each other? I just give them different tasks, so they all work on different tasks, and I never run into that issue. All right, this is a nice improvement. But like, where was the one that was meant to update the UI here? It never did. Do it again, submit another prompt.
Which
You decide. It doesn't matter.
1 sec. Sent.
How many users do you have on your app? So we have 590 active subscribers, and then we have like 10,000 users. Is Opus 4.8 really better? I think it's better, but I'm not, guys, I think I'm a little bit, not necessarily disappointed again, but I am, I mean, guys, I'll go back to what I was showing you a minute ago over on Grok. They rushed the release because Opus 4.7 was performing so badly. So if you look at weeks since prior release, this is a chart that basically describes how many weeks passed since the prior Opus model family, right? So you can look at Opus 4.1, and Opus 4.1 came out 10 weeks after Opus 4. Opus 4.5 came out 15.9 weeks after Opus 4.1. Opus 4.6, 10 weeks. Opus 4.7, 10 weeks. And then Opus 4.8, 6 weeks. So, you know, they basically rushed this release because Opus 4.7 performed so poorly, and they tried to fix it. They're losing a massive market share to Codex and OpenAI. So I think that they tried to fix it. So I don't know. I don't think that this model is like it's not a generational leap, unfortunately. All right, guys, we did just hit 1,000 likes. It is past 4. I wanted to stream 3 hours. I just want to get a good feel for the model. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. We made a lot of updates. I am going to ship a new version of BridgeSpace out later this evening. So if you haven't already subscribed to BridgeMind, go check it out. You can use code V3 for 50% off. Make sure you join the BridgeMind Discord community. This has been a great stream. I'm shocked that we even got this model in the first place today, to be honest with you. But ultimately, it's better than Opus 4.7. I'll probably do a review video on it. I'm going to work with it a little bit more tonight, but I kind of want to work a little bit off stream. But yeah, I mean, it's better than Opus 4.7, but it's not like a generational leap or anything like that we had with prior models. This just seems like a let's fix our mistake with Opus 4.7. Yeah, somebody said they haven't had a generational leap since 4.5. I would agree with that. So that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll have an official video out for Opus 4.8. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the future. Man, this is a good one. Hey Dario, how's it going?